Hello and welcome to another Watcher of Realms video, and in this video I'm going to mainly be going over some of the boss challenges here. I'm going to be going over the hard boss challenge, but I kind of want to actually know what kind of scores people are getting on this first one. It's a shame there isn't like a leaderboard. It doesn't have to be necessarily rewards for this, but it'd be cool to see a leaderboard. We do get the more improved version of this ominous sticks when we come to the hard challenge. In Immortal Codex, you can see that the Immortal Sticks is probably going to be the one on the far right. I'm guessing it's going to be the one on the far right. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm pretty sure he's one of the main Immortal Codex like bosses. But we have got this current boss here, and I managed to hit S rank today, which I'm pretty impressed with myself about, considering the lineup that I used and considering the characters I've pulled. I have not got very good fighters, guys. I have not got very good fighters. I have got this team right here, which is pretty much like 3 free-to-play accessible characters. The first 3, Wrath, Abomination, and Volker. Demos is only there because I don't have anyone else, but it's also to get the Nightmare buff. I could potentially use Komodo. And Apsan is okay, but I think most people will probably have an Apsan because he seems to drop quite a lot. Aatrox is a big deal. I do have Cerberus, and you can build some crazy teams with Cerberus, but I haven't got the kind of like equipment to be able to do that. If we look at the melee characters that I have had drop, you see there's not much else I could realistically do. I did try out Vorath, but he just dies so quickly, unfortunately. And I think pretty much getting the best Nightmare buff is the way to go. And my Abomination is geared to the 9. So I've basically given him the best gear on my account from my Silas, and he's doing pretty good. Like I said, I potentially could have used Cerberus instead, you know, tried to put him in a team, but I don't have the kind of good setup, and you have to keep him alive. He can't be dying. If you want the character to die, Aatrox is actually a better pick. Now I have got A1 Aatrox, which I think is going to be a little bit more important when it comes to his awakening. He gets a revival time of -5. Just means I can place him a little bit more often. And obviously he gets the boost from Volker being in the team as well. So I'm just going to show you the team, how I set it up. My Demos does die. So I could probably try and figure out some gear stuff here. But this is basically how I do it. I have Wrath here because he's got AoE. I also have Abomination here, but he faces down so that when he goes into his perma-ult stage, he's constantly clearing the wall. And then I have Apsan just looking up through the middle. He has pretty good piercing as well, so he just throws a nice spear. This character is just going to sit here. Now I have Volker initially looking towards Abomination because she's got Invigoration, and then I sell her so that I can place her just looking a different way, but also so that Abomination gets more rage initially, just so he gets into his second ult phase quicker, so that he's starting to do the perma-ults on the wall. Okay, so we have got to the end of the phase, and we're going to have Volker looking down now. As you can see, I haven't placed Aatrox yet because he isn't needed for the earlier stages. He isn't also needed too early on here. For Demos, he did lose a bit of health. We'll just get his health back up. We're going to be popping Demos as soon as possible every single time. I'll try and save Volker and Demos for when Aatrox is down. And Aatrox is going to be no longer used. Oh, sorry. Aatrox is going to be first placed when they start playing like 30 enemies on the screen. As you can see, Abomination is holding the line pretty well so far. I don't need him to be doing it. We're going to pop him. And then now I need to start maybe putting... Well, actually, we'll wait a little bit more. Because he's dealing with it pretty good. It starts to get kind of crazy. I think we'll do it now. So we place him, and we get a bit more AoE damage, you know, piled up. You should be able to get A+ with this sort of setup, as long as you've got, like, whoever you've got. If you've got Arrogance or Zilla2 or anyone, just place them where Apsan is, and you should be absolutely fine. And we'll place him again. The only problem I've got, the old vial of the old vial one where it like creates a shadow on Wrath. It can be problematic because it can block Aatrox being put down, but I think it's 740k for S. It's actually pretty straightforward to get to it. Or is it 760k? I'm not sure. But it's actually pretty straightforward to get to it. with this team. And then the next one is like 950 or something like that. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that high. So, yeah. I'm pretty happy with being able to get S, top 8% in the game. And I don't have like a solid, like a proper solid fighter that I pulled. Aatrox is pretty much it. And I would say, like, do I get to see the score? Like, there we go. Let me see the stats of this. It's Abomination. Abomination is doing a lot of my damage here. I could probably replace Demos with someone else, honestly. I can't really think who I'd replace him with. If you have any ideas, I could try and stretch this a little bit. Even Absan's not really doing that much damage. It's just because I can't really place too many characters. I mean, there isn't much choice. I don't have much choice, unfortunately. Maybe I could throw in a Cerberus. Maybe it would actually do more damage than, let's say Absan. Maybe I'll give it a test. Okay, so as you can see, I used Cerberus instead just to test it out. Pretty much did the same. Because I can only place Cerberus once if he's going to die. How much damage did he do? I mean, pretty much the same as Demos. They're pretty much doing the same. It's just all Abomination. And obviously Aatrox is helping, but Abomination is clearing that wall really well. If you put Abomination in that spot, looking across the wall, it seems to be very, very effective for sure. Especially if you are very limited on the kind of characters you've got. I'm happy with S, S rating. If you consider some of the characters, sorry, let's have a little look at the ranking. Consider some of the characters that some of these people are using. They're extremely powerful characters. There's no way I'm going to be able to get this sort of. I don't see a single Abomination here. Not a single Abomination that I can see. Cerberus, yeah, they're using Cerberus, but using the blocks. There might be the other Abomination there. The first Abomination. And how much damage is their Abomination doing? Less than mine. So, yeah, even their Aatrox only doing double damage. It's like Ardea, who's just OP as hell, and Valkyria, who I don't have. So, like, these characters, I'm doing what I can. And I know there are people out there who probably don't have the greatest of rosters, but with the first three characters, you can see the first three characters, I'm doing pretty significant damage there. You just got to throw in whoever you've got, and I pretty much did that. I threw in whoever I've got. Aatrox is very useful though. If you have managed to get Aatrox, congrats. He is worth using a Soulstone on just to get A1 for that -1 revive time for Immortal Codex. Get some extra rewards. I'm not even sure what I get for top 8%. Top 10% gives me 18 shards rather than the 15 which I got for. I think I became top 11% before with A+. So hey, I'm happy. Like I said, I'm happy. Hopefully it's been useful for you guys. Get a little bit more score. Like I said before, though, do tell me what you got on the normal version, the easy version, your triple S score. I'll show you my team that I'm using here. I'm not going to make the run, but this is the team I'm using. Lots of attack speed multi-hitters. Calypso finally being extremely useful. She's really good on this because she does so many hits. She breaks the shield. And I tested out Varath, pretty good. But obviously, Cetrum's an obvious pick. And I only have Hollow in there for heals, but Rage regen as well, just constantly popping her off. If I didn't have Hollow there, my Dolores was getting killed because she's not doing the attacks to get the life still. That's the issue. But it seems to be working very well. But maybe there's some people with crazier scores. Maybe it's better to do an all-out attack team rather than having more support characters. Like I said, let me know your scores in the comments down below. Thank you very much for tuning into my little video here. Hopefully it has been helpful for you. Get your scores up. A little bit of fun. We'll definitely be seeing the Ominous Sticks as a proper Immortal Codex boss in about a week's time or so, which should be interesting to see, like I say. But thank you very much for tuning into my video. Take care, and as always, keep on surviving, guys.